All right, we got a 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser in emerald green here for sale. This one, I think, is a great value. Here's why. Engine, all the mechanics, suspension, it's triple locked, has all been baseline dialed in. I know I've got it half in the sun in the shade, but we'll walk around and show you that in a second. Just aesthetics. The only aesthetics on this vehicle is the hood has to be repainted, but everything is perfect here. Usually this fades out and this fades out. It hasn't. It's perfect. Hood and the roof. It's the only thing that would have to be painted. So look at that. And this truck is dirty right now. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It is dirty. Just because I happen to be in Murrieta, California right now, and Trevor, the gentleman who is selling this vehicle, asked me to help him. I said, well, if your truck is good, we'll do it. And it is good. So that's why we're here doing this video. So, and the price is gonna be great. You're gonna see. Now, I asked him for his receipts, and that will be available anybody who's looking at this car. He has spent $16,000 when he bought this vehicle. So he bought this vehicle with 240,000 miles on it. It now has 270. So he's put about 10,000 a year on it, has had it 3 years or so. And 4 years actually. So maybe he's put like 8,000 miles a year. Used it as his daily just up until about a month ago because he has another vehicle and is now looking to sell it. He doesn't want to, starting a business, but he needs that cash flow. So his loss, your gain. Now, what makes this special? It's a triple lock. That's usually a good $3,000 value compared to a non-triple locked 80 series. So there we go, triple locked. The seats, everything, maybe this just needs to be stitched, but everything looks great on the seats. He'd like to have a bucket here, so he's missing the lid. Well, he removed the lid. He has the lid, which will come with the sale of the vehicle. The seats are redone, super nice. Just the driver's seat gets the most wear, does have a little rip here, so maybe just this piece has to be redone. Steering wheel, it's a 94, so it's got that 94 steering wheel. Yes, it's got the cracks, which, dashes on 80 series tend to do that. But, oh, radio's missing. So whoever buys it, yeah, you can put in a brand new double din. But again, you're getting a great value on this vehicle when I go over the price. So the back seats, super clean. No third row. Guess what? That's ready for a rugged bound drawer that I sell, or ready for a rugged bound roof rack, the best drawers and roof racks in the market. Now, if I had this car, I'd paint that and paint that. It's gonna set you back maybe 800 to 1,000 bucks. I'd compound this, I would do the rest, clean up the rest here. These are called door belts. So this one's perfect. This one, it's peeled up. So you could buy the door belts. And that's a door, this is a belt too that comes with a kit. You get the whole thing. You can just replace that. And he does have the emblem on order here. Let's take a look at the back. So carpets are clean, everything's clean. It's a clean cruiser. I mean, we drove it, so I drove it around looking for a place to film, and then I settled on, well, let's just go here. So if you're in California, it can be smogged. It is registration's good till January. If you're in California, if you're out of state, that doesn't really matter. And if you're out of state, smog won't really matter. So this has got the catalytic converters, but he does have new piping, and his exhaust has a nice little tone to it. I really like it. Brand new BFG Ko2s with maybe 4,000 miles on it. And rims are clean. They're painted, but they're clean. So new tires, that saves you 1,200 bucks. And like I said, $16,000. He had the heads, front, rear main seal, front main seal, new injectors. The list goes on and on. Starter, new battery, lots of stuff done on this. AC works. We cranked the AC when we got here. But again, you would only need to paint this and this. Honestly, if he got this painted and just dialed it in, he would be able to command a much higher price. But if you take it over at this point, again, it's, there's two type of guys. There's the type that want mechanically sound and they'll put their money there first, and there's others that say, well, I want it to look good, and they put their money there first. Well, 16 grand goes to tell you where Trevor put his money on this vehicle. 94, so you get the Toyota spelt out, not the sombrero. And let's take a look underneath. Since it's California, it's clean, rust free. Look at that front axle, rear axle. That's just dirt and crap, obviously built up over the years. He didn't have this dry iced, so that's all dirt. But this is California. He is the third owner on this since 2019. Tons of tread. Of course, they're new. Yeah, so if it were me, I'd put drawers in the back. I'd put a roof rack. So talk to me if that's what you want. You could obviously change out the, for a rear bumper, a slee, a 4x4 labs. I can put you in touch with either or. You could put sliders. So that's all the last pieces this would need if you really want to make this into a beast overlander rock crawler is some armor. Otherwise, everything's baseline. So I keep talking about that. Let's take a look at the engine. Let me pop it up here. All right, so Trevor's helping me here because these struts need to be replaced. So they do sell clips you could put here, or on Ko2s, I've got that, and I've got the metal bar that goes up. But take a look at this engine, right? This is where all the money went. And I mean, this is not spit shined or anything. This is just a clean engine, right? Some people, WD-40 make it all shiny. New Duralast, new connectors, starter. Like I said, valve cover gasket, the header. So that's a big job that always has to be done on these. Just everything is dialed in. This is a clean motor. So the other thing I like about it, he did all of this when the vehicle was at 240,000 miles, which is typically when, you're gonna need to start thinking of doing the valve cover, the head cover gasket, all these kind of major maintenance items. They are done to the tune of 16 grand. That includes the suspension. And the suspension, Old Man Emu? Yeah, Old Man Emu 3-inch.
2.5
or 2.5-inch lift. Okay, Old Man Emu.
Heavy duty on the back.
Heavy duty,
bumpers.
so you can have bumper and okay, got it. Yeah, right now it's a little light in the back, so that would probably come down. If you look at that distance here, and you look at it here, it's obviously got some rake because it's got heavy duty springs in the back. The coils to handle a drawer that I was mentioning, and refrigerator or whatever you want to put in the back. So it's set up for that. But yeah, this is super clean. And what I was gonna say, what I like is, it's not like, hey, I just had this all done last month. It's got 500 miles on it and it's for sale. You don't know, it hasn't been driven, He had this done, all this work done, and he's put 30,000 miles because now it's at 270, but he was the guinea pig. Everything's dialed in, whatever, had to be tweaked because, the injectors done maybe right after the headers were done. So this is ready to go, tried, true, and tested and driven by Trevor himself. And our conversation while we were driving around, he's like, I'd like to keep this, but I'm starting a business with the wife and we need cash. We need to show cash reserves for a loan. It's funny, when you get a loan, you got to show that you have money. You have to prove you don't need a loan to get a loan. So, he has to bolster accounts, hence this is for sale. So let's talk about the price and any other final things I can think of. All right, we just wanted to shut the hood and get this final clip here. So everything that you see in it, $22,000. That is a phenomenal price, and I'll tell you why. So full disclosure, when he bought this, he paid 15 and he put 16 grand into it. And the 16 grand, I don't think it includes the BFGs. So that's another 1,200 bucks. So call it 17.2. He's put money into this. because he's got a young family. You know, they do overland and do some camping, so he wanted to make sure he had something secure to not only get him, you know, to the destination but back home. Let's take a look at that rooftop if I can climb up there real quick. So again, this, yeah, I won't be able to climb up, but this top would be repainted, and the hood, maximum $1,000 maximum. I think you could get it done less. So imagine if you do that, you put sliders at another $1,200, a rear bumper, which is like $3 grand, so maybe that's, you know, later on, but front bumpers are like, you know, $1,200. You got yourself a phenomenal rock crawler overlander that's been all redone. That's set, that's good to go. Only oil changes and brake pads, you know. And I mentioned the exhaust was done, and I like the exhaust note that it has. Maybe we'll go for a quick drive so you can hear that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's jump in, take it for a spin. But if you're interested, let me know. Again, California rig, zero rust, super clean, 270,000 miles, but totally baseline 30,000 miles ago. And just drives great. I drove it here. So, but let's jump in for a final spin and listen to what that exhaust sounds like. All right, let's get in it. All right, let me give it a start. Sorry, it's not a cold start because we drove it here. It's a warm start. I like that, and just under 1,000 for the idle, where it needs to be. So there's your 271 miles on this. No check engine or anything. As I mentioned, the magic dial, triple locked. And the only other thing, other than if you want to paint, obviously a lot of us like our music, you just have to put a double din in there. But let me climb in, a nice 2.5-inch lift. All right. The D button light is out. That's it's pretty rare that they're working on a 30-year-old vehicle. That's kind of common. That light just burns out, and it's not worth to remove the whole dash to get to it. So I don't know if you can hear that. Just sounds like a nice Borla exhaust, you know, has that nice note to it. Oh yeah, she's peppy. She's got all her compression. She's got all that engine. I can tell this engine has been redone. Just driving like new. Driving so good. That would be just the one thing to do, is to paint that. Oh, there's my truck. It's getting worked on right now. We're at ORW Off-Road Warehouse is where we met, because he's in Marietta. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be your way. I'm just waiting for my 200 series to get some suspension work done. Yeah, Trevor, I mean, he's sitting beside me right now. You did all the right things on this vehicle. Let's watch the kick down. Nice. Driving like it should. Nice and straight. I'm gonna put my camera down. We got a couple of cops here. To our side.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. They're busy. They're making an arrest. I shouldn't even turn around here. All right. Count our lucky stars. Thank God they had someone in cuffs. Otherwise, that could have been me. Actually, we'll go this way, back to the main street. All right. With police presence, I should put my phone away, but I got my window down so you can hear. I don't know if the phone's picking up that exhaust note, but it's nice. It's perfect to me, because these seem to be pretty quiet, you know, with their when they're stock form. And maybe he squeezed a little bit more horsepower out of that new exhaust and piping. So all those, Trevor's got all the receipts on that 16 grand that I'm talking about. so you can see for yourself. So imagine you're paying 22 and you're not having to put an extra 16 on top. You know, it's been done. So I think a great value for someone who's looking for a dialed in, ready to go cross coast Toyota Land Cruiser with minimal things to do. Repaint the hood and the roof, and maybe throw some aftermarket armor on it, and maybe the door belts. These things, they're like 160 bucks. They pop off. I should do a video on that. I've done that a couple times on 80 series. All right, well, there you have it though. A nice emerald green, California born and raised 80 series FZJ with the 212 horsepower engine. Can be yours. 22 grand. And if you're out of state, I do have contact with transport companies. So usually shipping it, you know, let's say to Virginia, Maryland, cross country, you're looking at maybe 1,700 bucks. If you're shipping it to Texas, you're looking at 1,000 bucks. So people are always surprised. They think shipping's a lot more than that. It's actually not that much. All right. Or if you're in California, come pick it up. It's right here. Okay. And it's in San Diego. We met in Murrieta because it was closer for him than coming up to Orange County. So vehicle resides in the OC. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Happy trails, and hit me up at cruisingtheland@gmail.com if you want to have more details or interested in this fine specimen of an 80 series. All right, thanks. On the next one, we'll see you next time.